Well, hi, everybody. This is just stay at home grandma. And I've been off for a while trying to take care of all my legal things with my husband. I also lost my nephew about a month and a half after them. And then I lost a dear friend. Um, she was one of my best friends. And we've been friends since we were children. So everybody has their moment. So, I don't want you to feel bad or anything like that. And then I have to get some things done for me now. So I've got to go to the doctors and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I came to do a review. I am going to actually do a couple of reviews this week and then, go do whatever. Like I said, I'm feeling a lot better. Happy 4th of July, by the way. No, I don't have any firecrackers. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Glad to see you. But we're not even cooking out and stuff like that. One of my granddaughters is down the beach. My other daughter is upstairs resting, and my other granddaughter who works nights is resting too. So I'm going to cook some dinner. It's my turn to cook today, so I'm going to cook some dinner. Something really easy, but I'm going to have some lamb chops, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to actually come on and tell you a couple of things that happened to me that I think are kind of funny. Yeah, I know about that cleaning all the time. It always seems like we are always cleaning. You know what I mean? But yeah. So how's the daycare going and everything? Tell me about that, and I will tell you. Okay, so I have a shopping bag full of things that I got. Okay, and this I got from if I put my glasses on, I can see, right? This was this is Amazon's thing. And this is, I don't even know what this is. Let me see what this is. Because they've been sitting here these are my scissors. Hey girl. I'm coming back. Thank you. I just needed to take a break. I have had so many hits and misses. Everybody does, though. You know what I mean? So, but these are the scissors that I got. These three. And these are scissors. And like I'm a scissor fanatic. Everybody's a fanatic for something. I'm a scissor fanatic. But I like these scissors. So I got these. I don't know what this is. Ever you go in there and order something or they send you something and then you look at something and you go, well, but what's that? So what's the 4th of July? Happy 4th of July. If you emailed it to renewal of 48 at yahoo.com, that one is down, and I'm trying to get it changed over to Gmail. So you can email me at renewal of 48 at gmail.com, because I'm getting it, and it's Hey Star Panda, how are you? I'm so glad to see you all. This wasn't anything. I thought it was something in there. Well, anyway, so I got these. All right, so I'm getting ready to start doing my crafts again, everybody, and stuff like that. It's just, like I said, I needed a moment, just to breathe, and then my husband was in the military, so I had a lot of paperwork to do because he was in the military and he was discharged. So it was, everything was right. So I had to do his insurance and the paperwork for his insurance and for his my benefits, which he had for me and stuff like that, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyway, I'm doing good. Okay, so this right here. Okay, so I didn't have anything to do one day. Hey, Tarisha, how are you? I'm glad to see you. So I didn't have anything to do one day. So you know how they have these free things, and I go, yeah, sure. Well, this was from, I'll tell you in a minute. This was from Macy's, and it was a fragrance sample. And I right now can't wear fragrance. I'll tell you why in another video, but probably tomorrow or Monday. But you know, and it was the Love Your Fragrance sample, and this is I got 4 of them. So these are little things, but my granddaughter uses them. I don't know, it's somehow or other. I don't know. And this is called Woody. Okay. It smells nice. Like I said, I don't use those kind of fragrances, but and this one is called Irresistible by Givenchy. I remember when my mother bought the first Givenchy one for I think my uncle. Hey Des, how are you? And this was the Irresistible. Okay, this is this one kind of. This is Jean Paul. It's maybe I don't know. It's Le Bleu. So this one and this one. Something is. I'm thinking. I don't know. And this one is called You. I can't completely open this one up. I don't know why, but I got it. Okay. Thank you, Des. I'm doing well. And this is called You. So these are the samples that I got. And I just was doing something. I said, well, let me see, because most of the time when they get for samples, then you get into this thing and then you have to go through, and that box fell. And then you have to go through this whole dialogue. Okay. You know, it's kind of tricky. So I just said, hey, I'm doing well. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, when you lose someone, you know, and I've lost 3 people in like less than 6 months, you know, it's kind of hard, but you live through it. I mean, you just have to pull up your big girl's panties or your big boy's panties and pants and just brave through it. And I'm doing it. My daughter is here. And my 2 granddaughters are here. My daughter came back from Massachusetts to stay with me. And actually, I have to say this, because my husband was sick for a long time. So I'm at peace with it, because the last year or so, year and a half, was very hard on both of us. You know, even because he did not, like, I have a caregiver for some things for me, a couple of hours, 4 hours a week, but I still have a caregiver. But he did not want a caregiver, which means that I had to take care of him. And I didn't mind that, because when I had the stroke, he took care of me before the caregiver came, months before the caregiver came. And, you know, so I didn't mind that. I didn't mind cooking for him. I didn't have to bathe him or anything like that. He just helped him into the shower towards the end and stuff like that. But the last month, I don't want to go into it, but, you know, just understand that, you know, let me say this to all of you. Be good to your loved ones, okay? Because they're here today and gone tomorrow. Okay, so I got this, and let me tell you, okay? I know you don't know what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. Somebody might. How are the boys? Like what Tarisha? Or is Tara? I don't know. I'm going to have a live in a couple of weeks where we can talk and everything like that. So this is the butter maker. And I make butter. I used to make butter. And then, of course, like I said, I got so busy with him, I stopped. But I'm going to start making butter. And what I decided to do was to make plant-based butter. This was from Amazon. Okay. Now, I have to keep myself busy. So I'm, like, let me see, how can I do this? So we're working on the backyard right now, and the shed that my husband built. My daughter's going to build a tiny house for herself. She's not going to build a tiny house. She's going to reframe it. She's not going to do it. One of my husband's friends is going to do it. So he's going to reframe it and everything like that, and make, a bathroom and everything like that, because it is nice. And well, probably when it's not hot, because it is like, I went to go throw some glass out in the recycle. See me do what? Make the butter? Because I know you want to talk to me about building a tiny house. It's already built, but it was a shed, so he's got to make some adjustments in it. But I can make the butter for you, and I will do that. Because I've done it. I've done it all my life, pretty much, since I was young. Yeah. I am going to keep myself as busy as possible. I have some restrictions. I've always had restrictions. But, I get through it. Okay. And I don't know who said it, but it was some fighter, I think, that said there's nothing to it but to do it. Okay, it might have even been in a song. I don't know. But when I get tired, I sit down and then I get up. I do something every day. I do laundry every night before I go to bed, put it in the dryer before I go to sleep. Then I fold my laundry and put it up. My grandchildren help me tremendously, but I am not, I repeat this, I am not going to be down unless I have to be down. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you get it in your brain that you're sick, and one of the things that my caregiver taught me was how to reframe my life so that it's easy for me to grow and walk through it. So that's what I do. So I got a couple more things. Butter is so easy to make. I'm not sure what that's doing. So this is to clean out my dryer. I had one and somehow or other it just completely just died. So, you put this on your little vacuum cleaner hose and you clean out your dryer. And this, I'm going to take this off. You live each day, and Ola Joe said it, live each day like it's your last. So I go to sleep at night. I thank God for the day that I had, whether it was, not so much good day, but whatever. I thank God for the things that we accomplished. Yeah, you have to stay positive. You have to stay positive. You cannot show fear at any time. We're all going to cry. We're all going to be unhappy. We're all going to be angry. But to show fear to the adversary, and I say the devil, you do whatever you want to do. You say whoever you want to say, is not good. Because God put everybody on this earth for a reason. Really, seriously. Okay? And all of you who are on here are doing some of your reason. Michelle's got a beautiful daycare. So this is it. This cleans out this, and then this vacuums it out. So this is what I got from my vacuum cleaner. And the last thing I got, everybody needs. Now, let me tell you. I'm going to make some lamb chops and some baked potatoes, and I think my daughter will make the salad. That's what we're having. It's too damn hot. I went to go put some glass in the recycle bin. Okay. Touching just my glass, my outer glass door was like touching hell. That's how I felt. That's how hot it is. I mean, it actually burnt my skin. These are some ice trays. And these ice trays, okay, are not, I don't think maybe they are, because I got some actually from the Dollar Tree, and they had a cover on them, and I got like two of them, maybe three of them, and I should have bought some more, but I didn't. And of course, whenever there's something, I think that these do have their cups, the caps on them. I think that then when you go to the Dollar Tree and you find something interesting, okay, that they have no more, like the Lazy Susans that they had, I can't find them anymore. But yeah, that's what I'm having. I'm having lamb chops. I'm gonna put them in the oven. I'm trying to also, change my diet up. I never ate a lot of fried food, so there's no fried chicken in the mix. But eventually, I'll fry some when it's cooler, and about once a month, because one of my granddaughters likes my fried chicken. Okay, so here we go. These have caps on them. I didn't believe it. These are the caps that I'm talking about that go on the ice tray. So I got 3 of these or 2 of these. But anyway, so I got 3. Oh, all right. Okay, well, you coming on tonight? What time, Michelle? Because I'll try to make it. I try to go to bed. All right. Because I try to get ready for bed. I go upstairs about 8 o'clock or so, maybe a little later, as my daughter's been trying to beat me in Uno. But and then I put my laundry in. I get ready for bed. I wash up and everything because I take my shower in the morning. And so I go to bed. I go up and I go to bed. But I do. Yeah, you're right. And I do have 2 of them, but I'm still unpacking because, like I said, from a year and a half ago when we came home. So I just found them. So I will probably make a Lazy Susan and stuff like that because I just found the spinners. Because so many things were still packed because, like I said, I was running after my husband. And I probably will at one point in time tell the story for any of the caregivers and stuff out there because you have to know that they go down fast. Okay, so I turn it on at 7. No, I haven't been working on any crafting project. Not really. I've been working on trying to get my house back in order, and unpack things because I left my art room completely packed, Yeah. I haven't been in Goodwill. I want to go to Goodwill, but I'm not driving right now. My granddaughter's driving my car. I gave her my car. I will probably get another one, but I don't even think I want to drive. You know what I mean? All right. And I know everybody's saying, oh, no, it isn't that. I can drive around my town, go to there's a store across the street, an antique store, whatever. And I live in a town. And it's big enough. We have a library and everything like that. But to drive out right now, you know what I mean? My daughter's going to do that. My daughter and my granddaughter take me to my appointments and stuff like that. I really, really I'm just getting back to being me and feeling good about me. So one of the things that I decided, I still have my license and everything, and I will drive it around here and stuff like that to pick up my mail, all that. Yeah, I can use Uber or Lyft, but because I'm a senior citizen, I can also use my Medicare. They will send me drivers and stuff like that. I have plenty of people that will take me places. I am a homebody. I guess Ollie with all my big mouth and stuff like that, they really don't understand that. But I've been a homebody forever, since I was a young girl. And I would go out and play for a couple hours and I would go in the house and read or something like that. And my mother said, why aren't you out playing in Epic? Because I don't want to. So she never bothered me. You know what I mean? She never like pushed me to go outside or anything like that. I found things to do around the house. I found things, and my mother used to say when she used to leave for work in the morning, please do not take anything apart. If you do, put it back together the way you found it, because that was me, but I mean, and I probably should write tell you all some of the stuff that me and my well, he's my cousin, but I called him my brother. Me and my brother used to do, but I will. Yeah, and so my house is perfectly set for me, and is getting back to where it needs to be. Like the living room is upstairs instead of downstairs, and my art room is in the front. And I will give you a tour. I'm just buying clear boxes, with tops with lids on them, so I can see what's in it and everything like that. And I'm putting things in it. So I just did some of it yesterday. So I'm hoping by the end of next week to start to do my work again. But I have always been this way. My husband's cousin just called me yesterday because she's coming up in a couple of weeks to go to the jazz festival. And she wanted me to go with her. And I said, nah. And she said, why? And I said, because I don't like crowds. Okay, Michelle, I'll see you again, God willing, in the creek don't rise. But she wanted me to go, and I said, no, I don't like crowds. I don't go in crowds. I never liked crowds, and even as a young kid, a couple of little dances here and there and stuff like that. I mean, I did love to dance, but But anyway, that's what I have for now. And I would hope to see you later, Michelle, and I will see you all sometime next week. I'm going to actually pre-plan and stuff like that, but again, I've got to get the ball rolling. So I just decided to come on today. I love you all. Thank you for coming, Michelle. Be okay. Panda, all of you. I love you. Take care. God bless and stay safe and hold your family close. Bye bye for now.